Yamaha's £500 AV receivers have long been ones to consider for the heart of your home cinema system, but for the past few years have had to bow to the likes of Denon and Sony for the absolute best at this price. This year, Yamaha is back with the RX-V581, a beast of an amplifier that could be just what the company needs to turn the tides back in its favour. But can it do enough for the full 5 stars? Keep watching to find out. The Yamaha RX-V581's design hasn't strayed much from what we've seen in the past few years. It's a sturdy and well-built amp, just a touch shallower and lighter than rivals from Denon and Pioneer. All the controls you'll need are clearly marked on the front panel, but there's also a pretty comprehensive remote in the box, or Yamaha's control app for your smartphone or tablet. We're always amazed at the amount of features that manufacturers are able to include on an AV amp for just £500, and the RX-V581 is no different. After leaving them out at this price last year, Yamaha has included both Dolby Atmos for a 5.1.2 configuration and DTS-X. Wi-Fi and Ethernet are on board, of course, and with AirPlay, Bluetooth and DLNA to play with, you can stream all manner of music from smartphones, laptops and NAS devices. It'll support high-res audio files up to 24-bit 192 kHz over Wi-Fi, but if you have DSD files, the V581 can read those via the front-mounted USB port. The amp is also part of Yamaha's MusicCast multi-room system, which lets you stream content to and from any other Yamaha kit you have in your house, using the MusicCast controller app. It's also the first receiver to provide native support for CD quality streaming service Qobuz, plus Spotify Connect is included here as well. Connectivity seems a little sparse on the back panel, with only 4 HDMI inputs and a single HDMI output provided. It might be enough for most, but it feels a little lacking when you remember that Denon and Pioneer offer 7 to 8 HDMI inputs and at least 2 outputs at this price. On the plus side though, all HDMI connections are capable of Ultra HD 4K at 60 frames per second with HDR pass-through. They're also HDCP 2.2 certified, which means you'll be able to play 4K Blu-rays without any hiccups. Digital inputs include 2 coaxial and 1 optical, plus there's a handful of analog video and audio inputs and 1 video out too. Yamaha has made the setup process as simple as possible, with a built-in YPAO calibration and included mic measuring your room's acoustics swiftly and accurately. Fire up a Blu-ray and the Yamaha relishes any action scene you throw at it. The scale here is impressive and the way it handles bass is superb, going deeper than any receiver we've heard at this price. It's plenty powerful then, but not so much that it overdoes it. That bass could easily overpower all of the frequencies, but it doesn't. It's a detailed and dynamic performance that's as agile as it is exciting. It offers a great surround sound experience too, with objects sweeping precisely and effortlessly around the room. Combine that with the height and weight this Yamaha is capable of, and it makes for a very immersive experience indeed. We do notice a touch of brashness in the top end, when shattered glass and explosions can sound a little harsher than we'd like. And voices could be more expressive too. The mid-range isn't quite as subtle and well-defined as something like the Denon AVR X2300, for example. Put the amp into 2-channel mode and this character continues, but the enthusiasm and drive with which it takes on a piece of music is undeniably likeable, and makes it a more full-bodied and entertaining listen than some of its competition. The RX-V581 is certainly an exciting amplifier then, and the way it handles bass and surround sound is sure to whet the appetite of any home cinema fan. It'll face fierce competition at this price, particularly from the Denon camp, but we think the V581's muscular presentation allows it to sit more than comfortably next to its 5-star rival. It's definitely one to put on your home cinema shortlist. To read the full review of the Yamaha RX-V581, head over to whathifi.com, and if you've liked this video, do give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe for more. If you want to get in contact, you can get us on all of the social media channels. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or add us on Google+.